Namaste, Hamesha Khush Raho Betiya. My name is Manisha Singh. Today I am teaching you dahi, or you can say it a curd. Now let's start with the topic. First of all, fermentation is one of the simplest way of preserving milk constituents for human consumption. Fermentation gives an acidic taste to the milk, which is particularly refreshing in warm climate and also imparts certain therapeutic benefits originally absent in the milk. Fermented dairy products have assumed prominent position in the human diet in many regions of the world. Fermentation leads to the partial breakdown of milk constituents and increases the digestibility of the cultured milk products. In Vedic literature also, we could find many references about fermented milk products and some are listed below. These are the dahi, prasadya, that is dahi after dilution when churning, carrying butter grains in the liquid mass. Payasa, that is the strained curd when mixed with boiled milk, sugar, and fermented herbs. Then Shrikarini, that is consists of the strained dahi, crystal sugar, and the spices, and rasala. There is a sugar and spiced curd. Some of the popular Indian fermented milk products are dahi, lassi, chakka, shrikhand, mishti dahi, and the raita. Then dahi, what is dahi? Dahi is produced from heat treated milks after inoculation with certain with certain species of lactic acid bacteria is added to the milk in the form of starter culture. Lactic acid bacteria added multiply, grow, and produce acetic acid, and carbon dioxide by utilizing lactose present in the milk. Some bacteria uses citric acid of milk to produce certain volatile organic compounds, mainly diacetyl, which is mainly responsible for flavor of dahi. Judicious combination of acid producing flavor, producing microorganisms in the starter helps in the production of dahi with a firm body and the good flavor. Then dahi or curd is basically a semi-solid product obtained from pasteurized or boiled milk by souring using harmless lactic acid or bacterial cultures. And dahi may contain additional cane sugar and it should have the same minimum percentage of fat and solids not fat as the milk from which it is prepared. Where dahi or curd, other than skim milk, dahi is sold or offered for sale without any indication of the class of milk. The standard prescribed for the dahi prepared for buffalo milk shall be applied. Then the method of preparation. First is traditional method. In traditional method of dahi preparation, milk is heated intensively to boil for 5 to 10 minutes and then it is cooled to the room temperature. Cooled milk is added with the previous day's curd or buttermilk, stirred and allowed to set undisturbed, usually for overnight. At the halwai's shop, milk is considerably concentrated before being inoculated with starter culture so that the total solid content of the milk gets increased, particularly increase in the protein content of the milk. Concentration of milk results in custard-like consistency of the dahi and keeps the product from weighing off. Next is the industrial method of dahi making. Number one is selection of raw material, that is production of cultured fermented milk demands high quality raw material with respect to the physical, chemical and microbial standards. Then filtration or clarification of milk. Fresh raw milk is heated to 35 to 40 degrees Celsius to aid clarification or the filtration process. Then it is filtered to ensure that milk is free from extraneous matter. Next is standardization step, that is fat should be 0 to 5%, SNF should be 11 to 13%. Fat is standardized based on the amount, based on the type of product ranging from fat free to full fat, and SNF is increased by minimum 2% than that of the milk. It is common to boost the SNF content of the milk to about 12% with the addition of skim milk powder or condensed skim milk. Increased SNF in turn increases the protein, calcium, and other nutrients and resulted with improved body and texture, custard-like consistency. Higher milk solids prevent weighing off of the product during storage. Then method of preparation, that is the flow chart. uh, First of all, we need to receive the milk, that is receiving of milk. Then that milk is subjected to preheating that at 35 to 40 degrees Celsius. Then filtration or clarification of the milk. Then standardization. Standardization is done. Fat is 0 to 5% and SNF is 11 to 13%. Then the milk is subjected to preheating at 60 degrees Celsius. Then homogenization at 175 kg per centimeter square. Pressure and heat treatment is 90 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes, cooling to 30 degrees Celsius, and then addition of starter cultures 1 to 1.5%. Packaging and then incubation is done, that is at 30 degrees Celsius to 37 degrees Celsius for 6 to 8 hours. Then the dahi is formed and then it is subjected to cooling and the storage. In the storage, dahi is normally stored at the 4 to 5 degrees Celsius and storage area should be maintained clean and tidy to avoid the any cross contamination. Some common defects in the dahi may be seen. For example, as a flavor defects, insufficient flavor, and the problem it is caused due to the low citrate level in the milk and low diacetyl content. And the remedy is add 0.02 to 0.05% sodium citrate prior to the mixing the starter culture and cool rapidly after culturing. Then oxidized flavor is due to the copper contamination, exposure to the fluorescent light and exposure to the sunlight also. And the remedy is avoid the usage of copper utensil, protect the product from direct exposure to the sunlight and UV light. Then rancid flavor is due to the lipolytic activity. And then remedy is do not mix pasteurized and raw dairy ingredients prior to the homogenization. The next type of defect is body and textural defect. For that, weak body is due to the insufficient heat treatment to the mix and too low milk SNF and severe agitation after the fermentation. And the remedies are heat treatment should not be less than 85 degrees Celsius to 30 minutes and homogenize the dahi mix prior to the homogenization. Increase the milk solid not fat content to 11% by adding skim milk powder. Okay, then next type of defect is grainy texture and it is due to the high acidity, improper dispersion of the skim milk powder. And the remedies is rapidly cool the product to less than 5 degrees Celsius after attaining the optimum acidity and use inline screen or filter. Next type of defect is ropiness, and it is due to the contamination of milk with psychotrophic microorganisms or culture contamination or impure culture. The remedies are proper heat treatment of milk, avoid cold storage of milk before pasteurization or thermization, and the use of pure culture. Hope you all are satisfied with this session. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any query, please mention it in a comment box. I will resolve them whenever we have a live session. Thank you so much for watching this video.